Hi there, this is Karol Kyno, and I have a story that I just want to tell you that happened to me earlier this week. And it didn't make me very happy at the time, but I heard something in someone's voice. I heard something in their words. I heard something in their actions, and I just had to call them out on it. And they were actually a client, they're a business client. I wasn't directly working with them, but I will be directly being paid by them. And I'd rather do what's right sometimes when it comes to business than to look at money, because the money really doesn't matter all the time. It really does not matter. This particular person was having a terrible, terrible time trying to accomplish what they wanted in their life. And they were actually paying for something that they wanted, but somewhere along the way, I noticed a behavioral pattern that they were, manifesting. And it wasn't a very nice one, it wasn't a very kind one. And everywhere they went, they kept manifesting this particular trait about them not being happy, but they wanted to get their way. And that was the problem. It was the way they were presenting themselves, trying to get their way. So they were actually looking horrible. They were looking spoiled. They were looking like they were belittling other people. And it was just very unattractive. So when the time came, I felt that, it was time to part with this person, and that we did not need to do business with them, and the money really did not matter because of the problem this person was having on the inside. So when I called to communicate with this person, we did have a conversation, and I have to admit it was going pretty sour. I wasn't able to get my point across about what I felt was going on. But on the other end, we ended up hanging out. We got disconnected, and then I could not reconnect. But I started hearing something on the inside of me, and my insides was saying, Carol, pray for this person. Call this person back. Stop trying to be right with this person, but let them know that you're hearing something else. And that's exactly what I did. I dialed the number, I called, I left a message to let them know I was hearing something else in this conversation. It had nothing to do about the money, it had nothing to do about what they wanted with their money, but it had more to do with them as a person. What were they going through? What were they manifesting that maybe if they just thought about it, they could get rid of it? And so I left them a message, and I did not really know them eye to eye, person to person, only through the phone. But I let them know that, hey, I was praying for them. I was praying for them that they would, have peace, and that this thing that was coming upon them would, be directed at, that they would recognize it. They would see what it really was, that it was making them unhappy in their life. And you know what happened? 24 hours later, they called, and she called, and we had a conversation. And in this conversation, she got real with me. And I was like, oh, I cannot believe it. She's finally getting real with me. Because when you get real with people, then you can really connect with people. And that's what happened. She had apologized to me. And I told her in the beginning of the conversation that I was going to be firm. And it might sound like I was being mean to her. And I don't ever really want to come across being mean to people. And I know what it's like for people to be mean to me. And so with that in mind, as we got into our conversation, she felt like I was being mean to her. And the truth was, I told her again, I said, look, I told you in the beginning I was going to say things to you that might sound mean. And so then again, she understood that. But in the end, she apologized, she recognized, and then she even said that when I had left the message on her phone that I was actually praying for her to give her to have peace, then she felt differently about communicating with me. She felt more calmer about communicating. She felt like she had actually done something very wrong, and she was embarrassed about her actions. She had mentioned this to a girlfriend, and the girlfriend said to her, and she actually revealed this to me, the conversation. The girlfriend said, see, even she had to put you in your place for you to get real with yourself. And she said, are you embarrassed? And she said, yes, I'm embarrassed to call her back. So she waited 24 hours to call me back. We have all been there before. We have all said things to people that we didn't know, and they weren't the right things to say. And it was either through the internet, because then we feel like we can hide through the internet, or it was through the telephone because we feel like we can hide through the telephone. Whichever way it comes across, it's not the right thing to do. In the end, she and I were laughing and having fun, and really relishing the fact that we had connected in a very real manner. And that's all that really mattered to me. The thousands of dollars that I would see from her means absolutely nothing, but really to have someone feel better after a conversation means everything to me. Yes, we can all spend our money. Yes, we will all spend the money that we get. But we can never relive a moment to have a real conversation and to really try to help somebody connect with what's going on their insides. I hope this has helped you today. I know I got there because of my past reflecting into myself, seeing what it is that is in me that I might be able to pull out of me so that I might be more of a blessing to other people. Again, this is Karol Kyno, and you can connect with me at karolkyno.com. Have a good one, whatever you decide to do, and have more peace.